How are we doing? Hopefully you enjoyed a good leg session yesterday and feel it down below after the stiff leg deadlift and the glute bridge. Today we're training shoulders, so we've gone out of here up into the top again. Now things have had a little rest. And I just wanted to pick up on a couple of points related to the side lateral raise. So, you know, if you're wanting to broaden the span of your shoulder and really hit that outside head, remember you've got the three heads of the shoulder. If you wanted to really kind of bring out that bloom on the side of your shoulder cap, then the side lat raise is probably the master of all those exercises. You can do it with a cable, you can do it with a dumbbell, you can stand, you can sit, but there are just a couple of key points that are worth bearing in mind, whether you decide to stand up or whether you decide to sit down. If you're going for the mass of the muscle, then you want to go, obviously, a challenging weight for between 8 to 10 reps. Any less than that, and you know your overall volume of that set will still be relatively low. Your technique will probably be poor because of the weight that you're trying to lift for 5 to 6 reps. So it's that fine line of getting the weight right for the quality of the rep, the impact on the muscle and the angle that you're trying to create. The biggest mistake that I see in the gym is actually the angle of the elbow. So a lot of guys, when they lift for side lat raise, again, they're going for the vanity of the weight of the dumbbell. They're throwing their shoulders back and you'll see the dumbbell at that angle. And you're actually engaging completely the wrong side of the shoulder that you're trying to hit as the target muscle. So just as a little tip in terms of the angle, whichever way you decide to go, as you lift the dumbbell, just slightly kick the heel of your hand, bring your small finger just that little bit higher than the nose, and you'll feel the pressure of the exercise swing right through your tricep into the shoulder head and connect in. Okay? So you'll get a nice muscle pump here. Another factor in the success of the exercise is the height at which you reach with the dumbbell. So if you stay low and go light, it's really almost just a warm-up exercise for the joint. So the higher you go, the greater the pressure in the connection point or the tip of the muscle up here. So really, with a light dumbbell doing good quality reps for a reasonable volume, you want to be just head height or just slightly higher than your head height. So this is where using a mirror comes into play. And you're looking for that big V shape at the top. And you'll maximize the contraction in the top of the shoulder head. So something like this. Sit nice and straight, good strong grip, and a real big shape, and a slow down the negative. So accelerate up, a little squeeze at the top, and hang on to it on the way down. So this is a light dumbbell for me, but the movement and the control of the speed, the tempo, still makes me work very hard, okay? So we might do, today we did 3 sets, real high sweep, getting that full connection here, full range of motion, real big pump, a lot of blood flow, and we then went just slightly heavier. So for the sake of demonstration, I'm literally doubling the weight. Now from here, with double the weight, there's no way I'm going to get the height, but what I'm after is the meat of the muscle, the real thick part, the belly of the muscle, to start to work overtime. So I'm trying to stimulate real quality muscle growth. So from here, as you can see, I'm trying to get to 90 degrees and still keep the best shape I can in terms of my elbow position. So you can work in as a superset. You can go light and full range, heavy and slightly low, massive muscle pump, or we can do 3 sets for control and height. And then we can do separately, after a little bit of rest, 3 sets for that little bit more weight and that little bit more pump. Standing up in the exercise, the beauty of sitting down is it controls the whole move. When you stand up in the exercise, if you see people or if you feel yourself starting to use your torso to pop the weight up, then obviously it's too heavy. So from here, even if you're standing, control the weight, keep it flat, control the negative, point your palms towards the floor throughout the move. So again, resist the temptation to use your bicep. A big picture. For the rest of shoulders is a relatively simple exercise. You can come up with 40 different exercises that you'll see on different sites, but at the end of the day, contract the front head with a front lift, contract the outside head with a lateral lift and contract the rear head with a bent forward rear fly. Whether you do that with a cable, with a dumbbell, with a bar is entirely up to you. And for general quality overall mass, I would always recommend starting your session with some form of overhead press, machine, dumbbells, Olympic bar overhead push press. Really get all this moving as a collective group of muscle. And then as well, sometimes you can train it separately. For example, if you train back, you might train traps separately. But any kind of shrug movement, again, whether it's dumbbell, machine, keep your elbow and your arm straight and lift with your shoulders. I bring my chin slightly forward to give myself the room to move, and away we go. If your spine is straight, your head is slightly forward, you'll be amazed how much weight you can move through your traps. So a couple of little tips there in terms of training shoulders. Enjoy the session. We had a great one this morning, super pump, massive calorie burn, so enjoy your day.